Hey, excuse me. Could I have just a moment of your time? No offense, but I want to get to know the real you, like the real you. No offense. No offense. If you have a moment, I would like to get to know the real you. The real you. No offense. The real you. The real you. No offense. Hi guys, welcome to the No Offense Podcast. It's your boy Matt Arrington, also known as Mr. No Offense to some. Who, to those of you who are familiar with the podcast, if it's your first time being here, you will notice that we do have a Roku channel available behind us. So if you're seeing this on your small screen and you would like to watch this on a bigger screen, you can do that by downloading our No Offense Network Roku app to watch it there. Um, but because you are here tonight, you guys know what time it is. We actually have Xenaa on the platform. We're going to get to know her, get to find out all about her talent. She is definitely a awesome house DJ and producer. So you guys will get to learn all about her today for the time that we have her. I'm not going to waste her time. We're going to actually bring her in right now so that you guys can go ahead and do that. Please remember you can participate by putting your comments and questions in the comment box on the website. You do have to register for the website to do it, but the comments will appear here. And if we have time, I will bring them on screen and possibly ask those questions to Zena to get those answered for you. So, without further ado, let's get our guest out on the stage. Hey, how you doing today?
Hi, how are you doing? Sorry, the connection's kind of bad, so I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you great. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can barely hear you. It's kind of breaking up, but
I'm
hopefully
sorry.
we
Is this
can work.
better? Is this better here, or is it coming through kind of?
It's coming through really staticky, and it's like whenever you're speaking, it's like cutting out.
Oh no. Are you on Wi-Fi?
I am, yeah. Well, it's actually
Huh.
sounding a little bit better now, so I don't know. Let's hope it stays that way.
Let's hope it gets a little better. Can you hear? Is it getting any better now?
It's a little better, yeah. I don't know, but it's
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
still kind of like it gets choppy. Like we'll
Oh,
hope
I
for the best, but
apologize.
I'm Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I hope hopefully we can get through the interview. And I'll try to go back and possibly do some audio editing at the end to try to clear everything out. It sounds good. Were you able to understand that?
Sorry, I cannot hear anything.
I'm sorry. Would you like to try to exit and come back in? Because I'm
Yeah,
I'm also
I'm gonna try to reconnect.
okay.
Actually, I'm gonna try on my laptop.
Okay. No problem. We'll be here.
I'll be right back.
All right. No problem.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, guys. In the interim, it has actually come to my attention as well that those watching the Roku channel may be having a little bit of issue. So we're gonna get you guys straightened out right now as well. So uh, yeah. So this should fix that. All right. And hey guys, don't forget, Lonnie Mays drops a track tonight called Lane. So if you wherever you may listen to your music, whatever distributing song platform, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, uh, iHeartRadio, wherever you may listen to your music, make sure that you go and follow and definitely check it out. It's an awesome track, and I think you guys will definitely like it. On Friday, we do have Grand Rising coming out by DJ Bellygoat, which you guys know is me. Um, and if you like real chill Zen music, you'll definitely like that as well. getting this the channel booted back up for you guys in the interim. Definitely appreciate everybody who did come out to support. In the meantime, while we're doing this, please go ahead and hit the share button, share the page, share the web page with friends and such that may enjoy this interview. Also, back behind us, like I said, this is you're looking at the No Offense Network Roku app, where you'll be able to find the interview with Xenaa, which is now streaming live, by the way. Um, so that way you can check it. Appreciate all your hard work. Also, don't forget to check out nooffensellc.com/magazine, where you can check out the No Offense magazine that we release 4 times a year now. So it's coming out every season. You will see some of the artists and business owners that I'll be interviewing here over the next couple of weeks in that interview. In that magazine, along with some pictures, so that way you can put them in your collection and definitely reference them in the future and get to follow these guys. You get all their information. You get an article based on the interview. You get all their following information, so that way you guys can reference the article and get follow their careers. So definitely get out here and show these people how much you appreciate their talent, skills, and services that they're offering to the world. Which you can do by just passing along the information to those who may need it or could use it. So we are back. I see we got Messina down below. We are going to bring her in and see if we can kick off the interview. Let's see. Hey, did it sound better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Awesome,
I
awesome.
was hoping.
You sound loads better as well. So
Okay,
yeah,
good.
all right. So
Yeah,
uh,
I'm on my laptop now, so hopefully this is better.
we definitely appreciate you gracing our platform today and giving us the opportunity to get to know you. I was actually listening to the album that you released earlier. It was called "All the Drugs and Stuff."
Yeah, it's an EP that I put out in July.
It sounds pretty good. House
It
man, we
sounds like
definitely
after hours.
yes, ma'am. We're gonna definitely try to make the most of your time. I know you're a busy lady, and we're gonna try to have as much information as we can about you while we have you. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
All right, all right. I always try to start every story from the beginning. I feel like if you're going to, before we can build that wonderful building, we've got to know that the foundation is solid. So I like to go back to where you were born and raised, if you don't mind. Where were you born and raised, and how was growing up?
Um, I was born actually in a small country that after moving to US I realized that not very many people know where it is. I'm from Estonia, which is one of the Baltic countries in Europe. So our language is Estonian, which many people ask, and it's the most similar to Finnish.
Uh,
And we were right on the Baltic Sea and the Gulf of Finland. So yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
very very small country. It's like only 1.5 million population. So
Oh wow. So it's wow. That's actually pretty small. Yeah. You
yeah.
now you grew up there.
Yes, I was born there, grew up there, like through school, like mid school, high school, and yeah, I mean, I live in Las Vegas now, which is like double the population of the country.
I was
We're,
just I was just
it's a bit of
I was
it's
just
a change.
gotcha. No, I was just thinking that when you said 1.2 million, and then I know you told me that you're in Vegas. I'm like, dude, that's like twice the size. Like,
Yeah, the city of Las Vegas is like double the size of my country.
how was your experience, or when did you leave? When did you leave your country?
I
Uh,
graduated. I graduated high school like a couple of years early because I skipped a couple grades. And then I went to London, and I went to music school since I was 10 years old. So I've been traveling like throughout Europe, like for different festivals and contests and stuff as a singer. So I was 10 years old. I was basically making the living, like making money since I was 10 years old singing. And then moved to London at 16, I believe, and got a record deal as a singer-songwriter. And I would go to raves, but I would write soul and R&B.
so, so this was something that you always were attracted to as far as the house and the rave music, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the energy of the rave, but I mean, but I like the heart in the soul R&B. So now that I produce, I try to blend the two.
man, you do an awesome job, by the way. And so when did you discover? I mean, 10, man, 10. That's a wow. When I think about what I was when I think about when I was 10 and what I was doing, and then think about you when you were 10 and what you were doing, I feel like I'm way behind the ball. When did you discover that you had this finicky for music and you could sing?
Well, my first memory is singing and my dad playing guitar when I was, I don't know, maybe 3 years old or something. So probably as long as I can remember myself. I don't know. I, I,
Were you,
I I've always music has just always been a part of my life. It's just something that I don't really remember when it started or when I don't know. It's just I don't feel like it's like something that I do. It's like who I am, you know.
and I really do feel like that's where the best music comes from because it's like what you were born to do.
Yeah.
It's a part of who you are. Were your parents both were they both musicians or
My dad played guitar, and I mean, my mom has a musical ear, so uh, she, you know, she can keep a tune. But my dad was definitely more into music. I feel like he's always encouraged me more, like to I don't know, sing, to write, and to kind of come out of my shell. I was a really shy kid. Like, I mean, not with my friends. I mean, I was kind of a clown, but
you?
I feel like I doubted myself a lot when I was a kid. So
Well, you sound like you were a very special child. I mean, you graduated early, obviously very talented, very smart. How going into like you said, you're making music at 10 years. You're making music 10 years old, making a living, and you said that you went to London at 16. Uh, I mean, were your family around you at this point still? I mean, because you're traveling, the life of a musician, I know it's constantly, it's moving. Were you traveling with your dad, or as a
well,
traveling?
up
What's that?
until like when I was 16, I was in music school, so I traveled with the music directors there, and you know, like other kids that went to school with me, and like we went to like different contests and festivals and participated like in different shows throughout Europe. But after I turned 16, and when I graduated high school and I went to London, I was all on my own. And I mean, my parents were super happy because I had like full scholarship to go to any university I wanted to go. And, you know, but I already knew what I wanted to do. So they weren't super thrilled with me just taking off at 16.
Now,
Yeah.
now your name.
But my mom kind of used the reverse psychology. She's like, okay, go ahead. You come back in 2 months. Like you'll see how hard it is. So I
Did
mean,
it?
it didn't work. So
So
I
when
mean,
you took
I'm not
when you
saying I
took
never
off.
went back, but I didn't, you know, but I didn't
So
give up.
so when you left and you left at 16, that was it. You had your mind set. Like now that I'm free, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna pave the streets like I
Yeah,
want to do it. So.
I actually made up my mind at 14, and I just couldn't wait to graduate and do it.
At 14, you were tired of it all. It's like I just want to do what I want to do. Okay,
Yeah.
so did you? When did you discover the other elements of your musician? Because like, as you said, you're a DJ, you're a producer, which all these require similar skill sets but different and different. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Like there's like each
Yeah.
role will require more learning. How did you get involved in the other aspects?
Well, I studied music grammar. Like when I went to music school as a kid, like from the age of like 10 to 16, I did theater, choreography, like music grammar, like stage performance, vocal, and all that stuff. So I had my education in music like throughout those years, and then uh, I think when I moved to London, I started auditioning for different bands and different producers, and I got in. I think it was my second audition, I got into this like live R&B band. So it was really kind of strange. So I mean, but it was also like a really different culture for me. Like even though like I studied English in school, but it was a kind of culture shock. Like because they told me I sounded like this big voice black girl, but I was like this little blonde chicken, and I had no idea what the hell was going on, and I couldn't understand their accent, and I it was totally like way over my head. So, but I had to kind of pick up, you know, kind of like I guess the culture, you know, you can say that, and more like I'd have to actually be in the culture versus like just watching MTV or
It's
Viva,
definitely different.
you know. Like, you know, I actually had to kind of figure out how it works, and and obviously got screwed over, got lied to, got, you know, had jealousy, girl band issues, and all of that. I mean, I had to go through quite a few years of that kind of school of life, I guess.
Like,
There and then, but I started writing music like still in my teens, and uh, I got a record deal eventually in London. So that's like I kind of like. I mean, I was already familiar with like I grew up like in music in a recording studio, so that was kind of more time for me to kind of shine as a solo artist, and like write more, and which can be kind of like writing itself is fine and it's therapeutic, but showing somebody what you wrote and putting it out there is a whole other thing, and it's like it can be quite scary, like because it's like I feel like we're kind of weird as artists because we want to connect, we want to relate, we're like, oh, look what I can do, I want to show you the song I wrote, like I want you to hear it, but at the same time, like as an extrovert, but then we're also like super scared and super paranoid that somebody won't like it and then they'll hate us, and, like it's kind of like a we're weird.
like
So then
love, hate.
I started performing like with like live bands, and when I moved to the US to work with a couple of producers, we I also got into a live band uh, and performed different, quite a few different places. It could be like from a dive bar to a beautiful stage in a casino. So it's kind of different type of environment. And then I was writing with one of my good friends at one point. He was a producer, so he would just send me like beats and whatever. So when I would come in and write lyrics and melodies and just get on the mic. But then he was also a DJ, and like while I was writing a verse, he went to the other room one day and he was just like preparing for his set. And when I was done, I was like, "Oh, what do you do? What does this button do?" Being super annoying,
The Cuba.
doing all the things that I wish people wouldn't do to me. So he's like, "You want to try?" And so he was on vinyl, so he kind of threw me straight hit it, and he's like, "Okay," it kind of came naturally to me. And then every time I would come over to work on music, I'm like, "Oh, can we DJ?" And then after 2 months, he told me that I should be playing, and I was like, "No, no, no, I can't do this." Then he kind of tricked me and threw me in the basement. He said, "Is it okay? I'll be right back. Okay, like if the track ends, just
Keep it going.
yeah." So
So, so,
I already knew he was coming back. I already knew he was setting me up. Yeah,
so,
and
so
that's
this
how I
was
started DJing. And then with after starting to DJ and like kind of being like full on in this like club culture, and even after I was seeing like house and techno, and seeing a lot of like biggest names, at the festivals and raves. And after a few years, like I've become interested in actually doing vocals on my own tracks, and like I started like learning Ableton and collaborating with a couple of uh, my friends. So until it kept during the pandemic, I really felt like more comfortable and had more time to just kind of express myself more and just kind of do my own thing. um, and yeah, that's kind of where it started, and then I just couldn't stop. I just kept making music. I think I did like 100 tracks in the last like 2 years. I don't know.
well,
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like you really fell in. You really found yourself as far as I mean, you do have all these different musical talents. You can sing, you produce, you DJ, and it sounds like you really like come into your own as far as putting those skills to use.
yeah, yes.
I have to ask about your name, Xena. Did you pick that because of the Warrior Princess? Is that what that was, or
Partially, yes. So I used to, I had a different DJ name. It was Vixen for a while. And then after I started releasing my own music, there started to be like a few other Vixens coming out. And I don't know what people. Well, Beatport suggested to my label that I was supposed to
rebrand?
be Vixen US, and I don't do that. So they can only be one. And I also I did like a film, like a gothic assassins kind of weird movie, where I had to train for it, like to fight with a Japanese katana, uh, like several years ago. So there's a little clip of the scene from the movie that I post like sometimes on my Facebook, and my friends are like, "Oh, you look like a," when I'm like swinging the sword.
From Xena.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
my friends were like, "Oh, you like Xena Princess Warrior?" And I was like, yeah, I am kind of a warrior. And then the last three letters of Vixen is actually N. So I was like, I can keep like a little bit of my old name, and
There you go.
yeah. So then I just kind of changed the spelling. I just because I didn't want anyone else to. I didn't want to
Well,
be Xena US again. So
I definitely understand. Branding is such a big part of marketing that what I'm saying. You do all of that work for that brand name, and then you want to
it's
make
funny
sure
how to
it's
change your name. It's like some people
yeah.
still call me Vixen after years now. I'm like, she's dead.
Oh no, not dead. Thank God she's still
Oh,
alive. She's just by a different name.
permanently retired. She's resting in peace. Yeah.
Oh man, so
So,
so 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 Vixen, the name
yeah, I still have the
died so that Xena.
tracks on Beatport as Vixen, but you know, it was just getting too confusing. There was like other people like coming out and like their stuff would somehow by mistake get posted on my Beatport page, artist page, and like mine would get I would release a new track and mine would go on their page, and it was confusing because their music was really bad.
Oh,
And it was like, oh
not their music was really bad.
no, it was
I
really
mean,
bad. I said what I
it
said.
just
I don't care.
it just wasn't. Here's no offense. It's no
It
offense.
was bad. It was bad.
She said it was bad. It definitely wasn't
It was
worth the
so
name,
bad
huh?
that I didn't want to be associated. So
Wow, wow. Hey, but hey, listen, you got a standard. You got a standard. You either rise to them or fall to them. So hats off to you
I mean,
for
nobody likes to listen to bad music, so I try not to do
Hey,
that to people.
don't you wish more people would stop making bad music? We're not gonna go there,
I
but
think people would just stop making music
just
because they just do. I don't know. I don't think like they actually doing it for the right reasons because I don't think they have anything to say. I think they're just doing it because like I think
chasing an
like
image.
in the industry right now, I feel like in order to DJ, like it's kind of you have to be a producer in order to uh kind of like be taken maybe seriously. I don't know. I think it's like a house music scene, and so people that doing this because like they kind of have to, but they're not actually producing. They're paying other people to, ghost produce their tracks, which I do not support. Like,
Right. I
like if
one
you like if you don't play guitar, don't be Slash. Don't play your guitar. It's okay. Just play the piano. Play the piano. It's
I
okay.
do I do think the producer plays a very very important role because they bring everything they make everything cohesive. You know what I'm saying? They definitely well a produce. I feel like the term producer is
Music and
used too.
DJ are two very very different like musical expressions. I feel like when
Yes.
I play music for people, it's kind of like it's like me in the moment. It's like kind of I create like a soundtrack of the night. I make a memory for that evening. When
I
when I produce, it's like it's more like I don't know. It's more personal. I feel like it's I like making music that's not necessarily for like peak hour of the club. It's just something that people would listen to, like when they drive. It's just something that for them to connect to, like make them think, instead of just yeah, have a good
well
time.
see Well, see, you just hit on something very, very important. A lot of people don't know that, but that's where royalties come from. Royalties come from you're providing a vibe. You're giving an experience where your vibrations are actually in the room, and that's
Yeah.
what you're getting paid for royalties for your presence in the room. But a lot of people think that they're just supposed to make music and get paid for it. They don't understand the theory behind why royalties
Well, most
exist.
house
But
music
like you just
DJs, we
explained it,
make our money. We make our money from our gigs because I mean, there's like I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's no, it's not much. You're not gonna get rich by being number one on Beatport. You know, yeah. But when you're number one on Beatport, you definitely more in demand for shows. So you'll make money on your live gigs. So
so you make more money on the status of actually being on the
being on
billboard at the
stage,
time,
yeah.
but you're not actually making more money because you're on billboard. You just it's just where you are in your career at that
No,
time.
on Beatport. Uh, yes, because you are if you have successful tracks on Beatport, you can command a higher fee for your live shows. So yeah,
I
so
got it. I
they're
got it.
connected. They're connected, but we ultimately make more money with live shows than you know our
Got it.
our royalties actually. So
Got it. Got it. So what's the biggest crowd do you think you've played to this point? I mean, obviously, I mean those raves be huge, and you guys be giving the vibes for real.
I would say probably the biggest show I played maybe it was like 5,000 people maybe. Are you there? You
Oh
froze.
no. There
Oh,
we
okay.
go. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the platform right there. Yeah, that's the first time I've ever actually seen it freeze up like that on both ends. But were you able to hear the question?
Yeah, I said I probably the largest crowd I probably played was like probably I don't know I would say about 4,000 people, three and a half.
40,000?
No, three and a half, 4,000.
4,000. That's still a lot of people, man. That's still as a DJ, a live DJ. Is there any anxiety of is there any anxiety of hitting the wrong button or like just playing the wrong vibe at the time, or
No, definitely no
are you
anxiety.
playing pre-recorded
Definitely
tracks?
no anxiety about hitting the wrong button. I mean, like I think at that point, like I mean, I'm at the point like I don't really think about buttons. I just like it's the
You
feeling,
just do it.
But uh, more like I would say it's not anxiety. It's more like an excitement, maybe. And like making sure, like kind of maybe a little bit of anxiety, like making sure, especially when you're in a new city and you never played and you have a crowd that you don't know, like maybe a little bit of like anticipation, like can I connect with them right away? Can I grab them right away? So just like more of a nervousness about that, you know, and yeah, but not about. I'm not worried about the buttons ahead. It's like opening the door, like you know how it works. You just worried about
Gotcha.
you just worried about what's behind the door.
I understand. I understand. Now, because you are a house DJ, I know a lot of times you guys have the interaction with the lights and different things that are set up based on the table and things that you're doing. Is how do you like incorporating the lights and things like that due to the experience? Is that pretty much a given, or is that like by special requests and special gigs, or how often do you run into interactions like that?
I like a cool production with the lights and whatever. I mean, I personally don't do it. I mean, I don't incorporate lights. I just walk in and I do the music, and but I do like to be part of the show that is cool and it has like I don't know, like a wow factor, of course. Yeah. But sometimes like certain places like it just give you almost too much, like Vegas, big clubs. Sometimes it takes away from the music. It's just everything's just ah.
Gotcha. Like just opposes just
And
a
sometimes
gotcha.
that's why it's cool to go to like warehouse raves where it's just like dark room with a bunch of ravers and just bare minimum lights and just music, So
What's the longest what's the longest set that you've played to this point?
my longest one is probably like 11 hours.
Wow, 11 hours, man.
Not like at Sicily, I had like other DJs step in and back to back, like. But yeah, basically was playing the entire 11 hours. Yeah.
Man, how do you like what? Okay, so how do you feel now versus like well, if you can explain to me the first time how you felt when you first went live and played a show, and how did you feel when you completed the show? Like it's your first show and you've played it and it's all you're coming off stage. How do you feel?
Ah, when I come out, I'm excited. Usually, like I'm kind of pumped, but I'm like in my head because I'm thinking like, okay, like where is the crowd at, and it's like where do they want to go? Like how late is it at night? Like where am I gonna take them? Like because I mean I don't usually plan my sets. Like I just kind of like go with the vibe and see like we kind of go on a journey together. And so it's more of a kind of like, okay, I need to grab them, I need to connect with them. Where we're gonna go? Like, let's see what happens. And then when I'm done, it's usually just like a happy feeling. Just like it's like coming back from a reunion with good friends. Like we just had such a good night, and I'm just heading home like from a good catch up. I don't know, like where you connected with people and you, I don't know, felt something altogether. You know,
Gotcha. So I guess I've got special respect for house DJs because I mean you guys are essentially feeding you guys are essentially feeding the trip, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, if you're gonna go to a rave, you might, you know what I mean. So, how, are there any go-to favorites that you may have, like, or certain things that you realize that affect the crowd more versus like
I have my
other?
special weapons, absolutely. Yeah, sure. But I mean, but I feel like it's like music is more about feeling, especially house music, because it's like it's not so much uh, vocal heavy, let's say.
Hmm.
So the lyrics don't drive the meaning of the song or track.
More
So
like
it's more like the energy and the moment that you feel, like when you're dancing, and what the melody makes you feel, and the transition, and how the groove comes in, and the percussion, like how it makes, I don't know, how it makes you naturally makes your feet move and your body move. So it's like it's more about that. It's more just about the feeling, and just kind of like have to not think about it. It's not about like, oh, play the song that goes like this or has familiar
gotcha.
lyrics. It's like, I mean, our job is actually to play. I mean, I will try always to play uh, the tracks that nobody can recognize. I mean, that's kind of
Right.
our job too. House music DJs, we don't play music that they want to hear. It's like we play what you need to hear. Like you just have to trust the captain.
Yes.
So
That.
it's about a feeling. But yeah, of course we have like the classics and special weapons. Every DJ does. So.
Gotcha. I mean, it's such, like I said, it's such a skill. Because like you said, it's not vocal heavy, so it's more so like you said, it's about the sounds and knowing the sounds
It's
and
more
know
basic.
and knowing.
I mean, there are vocals, of course, but not
Yeah.
every track has vocals, and it's not a full song that tells you like a love story of how it began and how it ended or something. It's more of a you know kind of like an addition to the groove. So
I understand. I understand. So I see that you recently signed to Ferris.
yeah, Ferris Wheel Recording. It's Gene Ferris's record label in Chicago.
Uh, how?
Gene is the best, by the way. Go
What's
go
that?
go look. Gene is the best, by the way. Go look up Gene Ferris.
For sure. For sure.
Everybody loves Gene.
Hey, listen. If I can, I would love to. I'm definitely interested in talking to
Yeah.
getting to know different people and introduce them to the platform for sure. Um, what may be some things that you have in store to take care of in the next couple of years? Now that you're I saw this like a
There is
different. What was that?
next couple next couple of years. A lot, a lot of store. I hope. But yeah, I have big plans. I, I'm an ambitious girl.
Well, I mean, already graduating from school is 16, ready at 14. Ambition, I think, is the least. That's probably the least word that we could use to describe it. You definitely have, you definitely have some moves that you're trying to make. As you spend your time here, for
I
sure.
definitely just want to go play more clubs around the world that connect with different audience, like in different cities. Just play for different people. Just like I don't know, vibe out in the jungle in South America. Go vibe out in Tokyo. I don't know.
Brazil, anything
On
like
the
that?
beach in Brazil. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have you been to Miami? I thought.
Oh,
Have you been on? Yeah.
yeah,
What
I've
do you
played
think
Miami.
about
I've played
Miami?
Miami quite a few times, and I usually go every year for Music Week in March. So
Just the vibe down there. I know it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, I know you've got to have hit. What are some of your other favorite places? I know you got Miami, Las Vegas. Well, especially living in Vegas, which is party town. You know what I'm saying? All year long. What are some others? What are some other frequent favorites that you might like to
I
frequent?
love going to San Francisco. San Francisco people like they just get it, and New York, uh, like Brooklyn, like they get that house music. They get the tech, and you can kind of just not worry about, like, should I go this way or that way. You can just almost just whatever you feel like, just go with your feeling and just vibe with the music, and they'll know all the like rare old time favorites, like they'll recognize, like they have musical knowledge, like they're like professional ravers over there.
So
And
they,
of course, I love going to Spain. I love going back to Europe. I love playing Barcelona. I love playing Madrid. Uh, they love to dance. Italy, I'd love to go play more in Europe this year. So we'll see what happens.
hey, and we definitely know the world is your oyster. And it sounds like you're definitely making your way around. Are there any favorite places that you like to eat while you're in these particular or because you are in demand and you're going to these places, are you just these places for like a very short limited time, and then after the certain assignments are up, you've got to go immediately to your next gig, or are you like in an area like for example, like you said, you stay in Las Vegas. I'm sure there's places out there that you've got favorites and things like that. But when you're traveling, are there certain places that, hey, while we're here, we've got to stop at this place, or what I'm saying? Do
Yeah.
you have those places like that?
Yeah,
What?
I feel like I like to trust my friends. Like, I mean, I now have like at least one or two good trusted friends in like the cities that I've played at. So when I go back, I ask them to take care of it, and take me somewhere that I know that it's gonna be good. And like, I like to try new places. I love Italian food. I love Asian food. I mean, like, as long as the food is good, and I'm down for like a little farmer's market or a fancy restaurant. Like, either way, it's good with me.
I understand. I understand. At this time, are you? Well, if you don't mind, are you dating anybody? Are you seeing anybody? Is that something that you want to talk? I know sometimes when people get on here, they don't like to talk about that, which I understand.
I don't want to talk about
I, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, so what as far as do you have anything that's coming up that we should be aware of that maybe some people will be able to actually come out and
it.
see
Yes.
you if they're in the
So
area?
I'm playing at the Lexi Hotel this Saturday. It's an all night, it's a headliner show. This Saturday the 3rd, and I'm
Okay.
gonna be on the radio again this Friday. I'm gonna tell
Uh,
you right now. It is uh Club 87.7 FM,
okay.
and it's the Bomb Squad party. It's from 10 o'clock till 2 a.m. I believe, on Friday. I'm not sure what my time slot is, but it's somewhere between that, in that window. And then Saturday night it's 10 p.m. at the Lexi. So I'm gonna come prepared. So anyone that wants to come and get, yeah, slapped around a little, get ready to dance,
Slapped around a little.
come hang out with me. I'll be
Definitely
ready.
come out. Definitely come out and
Yeah,
and have a
I'll be
good
ready.
time.
I'll be ready with some weapons.
Not with the weapons. Oh no.
Oh, I'm a Princess Story after all.
Well, there she goes. There she goes. So after you guys leave from down there with Zeta, man, you make sure you got your bed already cleaned up because you're gonna need to get your rest up. It's gonna definitely be in
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
night for
get
sure.
comfy. Yeah.
Well, Zeta, if you can, please give everyone your tags and where they can find you, so they can definitely follow up with you, and our subscribers can definitely follow with you. Like I said, I was listening to your EP earlier, man. Like I said, it's definitely vibes, but I know it's nothing compared to getting it live. If you can,
Yeah.
definitely come out and see Zeta.
Well, I just posted in comments. That's my Instagram handle, and I'm also on YouTube. So there are a few like live streams actually that are recorded live on there. So you can kind of have a little dig, and I'll post some more soon. So I'm gonna record probably my set on Saturday. It should be like a 6 hour set. So Should be fun. Uh,
6 hours
maybe I'll
set.
see you live. We'll see.
A six
I don't know.
hour set. Well, I think I'm gonna put you on. That way I can make sure. That way I can make sure I get my vibes going. And definitely gonna turn it up at full volume. So I definitely appreciate
Yeah,
you coming through,
and make
Xena.
sure you check out the 87.7 FM on Fridays. I'll probably be out for like an hour. I don't know. I need to check my set time, but I will post it on social media. I'll post it on my Instagram the exact set time, like the next day or two.
Please do, and then we're gonna actually follow you as well.
Yeah,
So if you find when you do find out if you can't send me a message out, and I'll definitely blast it out as well for sure.
sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the platform, Xena. It was an awesome opportunity getting to know you, and we definitely look to see what's coming from you here in the near future.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Take care and be blessed.
Thank you.
All right, guys, this is going to complete our interview with Xena. As you can tell, a warrior princess. She definitely knows her stuff when it comes to this audio. Guys, if you have the opportunity and you're near her, please come out. Get the awesome experience live. It's definitely going to be worth talking about and remembering. We're also going to get her interview up on the Roku channel behind me so that you guys can share it and see it. And we're going to get it up posted as far as some clips on social. So she did give us her tags down here in the left corner. I mean, on your right corner, depending on where you're watching this at. Make sure that you follow her on all platforms. And definitely thank you for coming through and supporting the platform today. Like we always say, don't wait on the world to change when you can be the one to change the world. I have been Mr. No Offense. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And we'll catch you next time on the No Offense Podcast. Be well.